Hello YouTube and welcome to another video. My name is Drew, also known as Kythik. Thank you for joining me today. And today we'll be going over the simple thing on how to calculate your damage when it is over 1 trillion. First of all, you need to go to the link in the description and that will get you this spreadsheet. This spreadsheet is provided by POERefugee from the official TLI Discord. This is not my creation. It is yoinked from them. You're going to want to make a copy of it, and then we go back into the game. And in the game, we're going to do the dummy. We come to the dummy. We get all of our buffs up to begin with, so you want to go for about 10, 20 seconds maybe. And then we're going to stop and start. I want to let you know that I am not in my peak DPS form. This is going to be a leveling build for the 100 push. All right, now that that's all done, I'm going to go until 20 seconds. It is important to go longer on this, and that's going to reduce your variance. At 10 seconds, you are now have a 10% variance. At 20 seconds, it's a 5% variance. All right. At 20 seconds, we're going to hit K, and we're going to change the skill to a summon. If you already have a summon out, you can just take the skill off. If you have multiple activation mediums, you're going to want to remove all of those activation mediums. The reason why we put a summon in is because after 15 seconds, the dummy will reset if there is no more damage being done to it. And again, if you already have a Frost Spirit or something like that, you just put one of them in, and it'll keep going. So we let it run, and this is the boring part. Now, as you add more time to your actual like DPS time, you're going to have a much more defined and accurate DPS number. So at 20 seconds, that's a 5% variance. At 10 seconds of DPS time, that's a 10% variance. At 30 seconds, that's a 3.3% variance, so on and so forth. Should be going to about 90 seconds. I have about 4.5 to 5 trillion in this DPS version. Or sorry, in this leveling version. This is not my max DPS version. Any moment now. There we go. So about 32 seconds. We're going to take those numbers over here. All right. When we're on this screen, we're going to put the total dummy abuse time. That's the time that it took when the dummy then dropped below 1 trillion. 92 seconds for this run. So we got 92. It went to 999 at 92. This is in billions because originally we had a damage cap of 500 billion on the dummy. Actual DPS time was 20 seconds. That's how long that I let the character go for. And that brings my character down to 4.5 trillion, about 4.6 trillion, plus or minus 5% DPS. You're going to be able to do this with any character that you have. And that is how you check your DPS when it is over 1 trillion, or sorry, over the damage cap. It doesn't matter what damage cap they set it to, whether it's 500 billion, 1 trillion, 5 trillion like it was previously. This technique will work as long as we have an arbitrary cap on the dummy. You can catch me daily, or sorry, 5 days a week at Twitch TV/KythikX, and I will gladly help you with any questions that you might have. Thank you for joining me, and you have a great day. Goodbye.